How's it going, everyone? This is Wenbo. Today we are opening a brand new section in my channel. Let's talk about mindset, creative mindset. Topic number one I really want to talk about is why Blender is so hard to learn. This is something that a lot of people talk about in this community and trying to figure out. I think I have my version of answer. The answer is you. That's right. The answer is you because you make it so hard to learn. Let me explain. Reason number one, it is because you are not 100% believer that Blender is going to be the new 3D software to reshape the 3D space. A lot of people still thinking Blender is a non-professional 3D software. It's not powerful enough to be the industry standard. So Blender is for non-professional use. So there's no point to really kind of doing to a whole lot of things. However, you see a lot of amazing stuff created through the Blender, and then you really like, oh, it seems pretty good. So what you're doing, you're just dabbling. You're not really 100% full in. Based on the analytics on my channel, the main audience is about 25 years old to 34. I assuming you already have a job and you're just actually learning Blender as additional tool. You're just dabbling, you're not 100% all in, which takes forever to make progress with something that you're just dabbling. The reason number two is you have no consistency. Well, a lot of you guys may think hard working is working 7 hours straight to watching a donuts tutorials to creating a donuts from modeling to the end and to the rendering. You spend a lot of time on one single practice and you think you are working so hard. Instead, you're supposed to practice 1 hour a day and 7 days straight. You're not stupid, you're not dumb, you're just overly excited about the Blender and you're just getting quickly burned out by doing long hour of practice and you pick a wrong practice routine. That's it. And remember, the consistency is the king. And the reason number three, it is because you have no investment whatsoever. You put zero investment for your learning process besides just watching free tutorials. Don't get me wrong, free tutorials are so good when you're starting out with no money. If you're a student, if you're not making really good a living from your daytime jobs, yes, free tutorials is going to help you quite a bit. However, free tutorial takes so much time to really help you to grow. It really slow down your learning process. You don't need to spend $100 or $200 for tutorials for beginners courses. You can actually spend $10, $20 for paid courses out there. There's so many options. Good thing about paid tutorials, it actually teaching you the entire process of how artists creating their artwork, how they're creating their renders. You are learning the whole framework, that big structures. That's going to help you to understanding the process, the software much quicker. And again, don't get me wrong, but if you want to learn a software or skill set quickly, you want to learn it systematically, not random trick and tips piece by piece. That is the reason number three. The reason number four, why Blender is so hard to learn, is because you have no niche. You have no purpose of learning Blender. Trust me, Blender community is amazing magical garden. You can do so many stuff, so many different things in Blender. And however, you can also easily get lost in this variety. You can easily get lost in this magical world just simply because you want to do so much and your idea is so random and you want to try a lot of different things because we're creatives. The curiosity is our thing and this curiosity is driven us to live and breathe. That's who we are. When I started learning Blender as a product photographer, I know I have to pick something to learn because there's so many options. So I was focusing on product renders, focusing on create photorealistic renders for product design, product photography, or any packaging design related. So I know that's going to be my niche, and also there are not a whole lot of resources out there to really focusing on what I truly want to do. So I spend a lot of time to learning different tips and tricks and combine stuff together. That is my niche. So because of having that niche or that focus, I quickly understand that I don't need to learn rigging. I don't need to learn how to create characters. I don't even need to learn so many things in sculpting. So I can quickly cut off the stuff that I don't want to spend a minute onto it. So that helped me save a lot of time, energy to learn Blender quicker. So find your purpose, find your niche before you start learning Blender. The reason number 5 why Blender is so hard to learn, it is because your motivation is only based on making money. I know there's nothing wrong with it. When you're an adult, making money is one of the top things that you need to focusing on. Especially when you're learning Blender, you're trying to develop a new skill to provide additional services for your creative clients and to making more money. However, if your motivation is only based on making money, I'm sorry, your investment is not going to have a short-term return, simply because this software takes years to practice, and also, like what I said for a previous point, you need to have your niche, you need to have your reasons to really developing something that for you in order to learning quickly. Well, a lot of people are also learning that you wanted to quickly become the person that stand out. You really need to make smart choices. When you learning Blender for a little bit while and you're making no money, and then you immediately killing your motivation of doing it. This happens to so many people, especially so many established creatives who already have a full-time job doing graphic design or product photography. They are learning Blender as in their part-time. They're trying to get something new to there, but their only motivation is making money. However, it doesn't happen that quickly like video game. It's not an instant reward, and that put you off immediately with no motivation. So what's the point of doing that? And then once you feel frustrated and you're not moving any forward in Blender learning process, and you're going to feel self-doubt, and you're going to go back to finding reason to blame on the tools, the interface, the shortcuts. It's so hard to learn. You even blame on your age. I'm too old to learn this. So you are the only person to stop you to become the new you. In conclusion, you are the reason why Blender is so hard to learn. There's nothing wrong when you feel Blender is hard to learn. It's simply because you didn't find your purpose, you didn't find your motivations, and you didn't put any investment. A bunch of reasons fall behind that. So just be realistic to understand that if Blender doesn't really fit into your life, just quit it. There's nothing wrong with quitting. I hate people giving advice saying never gives up. No, great artists, great businessmen, they are really good at quitting. They are best quitter in their lane. This is also the reason why they're so focused. If you're creatives, you're really doing a good job in your niche, and you know you have a very sharp focus, continue doing what you love to do. And just don't feel discouraged when you step into a new space and learning 3D from the beginning. So this is everything I want to share in this video. If you really like this type of content, please hit likes and share, and also leaving your questions and concerns and your feedbacks in their comment sections. And I really want to see that and read them. And this is Wenbo Zhao. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye.